Deep breathing exercises with leg elevation. Most people breathe completely wrong without even knowing it, and this shallow breathing is silently destroying circulation in your legs and feet every single day. When you combine proper deep breathing techniques with strategic leg elevation, something remarkable happens in your vascular system that scientists are just beginning to fully understand. The process works because deep diaphragmatic breathing creates a powerful pumping action that literally pulls blood up from your legs while simultaneously increasing oxygen levels throughout your entire circulatory system. Here's exactly how to do it. Lie down on your back and place your legs up against a wall or on a chair so they're elevated about 12 to 18 inches above your heart level. Then place one hand on your chest and another on your belly. Now breathe in slowly through your nose for 4 counts, making sure your belly hand rises while your chest hand stays relatively still. Hold that breath for 4 counts, then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts while gently pulling your belly button towards your spine. This specific breathing pattern activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which immediately dilates blood vessels and reduces inflammation throughout your lower body. The elevation part is crucial because gravity becomes your friend instead of your enemy, helping deoxygenated blood flow back to your heart more easily, while fresh, oxygen-rich blood can then flow down to nourish your tissues. Research from the University of California showed that people who practice this technique for just 15 minutes twice daily experienced a 35% improvement in leg circulation within 2 weeks, and many reported that chronic swelling disappeared completely. The best times to practice this are first thing in the morning to jumpstart circulation for the day ahead, and again in the evening about an hour before bed to help flush out metabolic waste that accumulated throughout the day. You can enhance the effects even more by doing gentle ankle pumps while your legs are elevated, flexing and pointing your feet slowly to activate the calf muscle pump that helps push blood back up towards your heart. Many people make the mistake of rushing through this practice, but the magic happens when you slow everything down and really focus on making each breath deep and intentional, allowing your blood vessels time to fully dilate and circulation to normalize. The beauty of this practice is that it costs absolutely nothing, requires no equipment beyond a wall or chair, and you can even do it while watching TV or listening to music, making it incredibly easy to stick with long term. Now imagine combining this powerful breathing technique with the next practice that Harvard Medical School calls a game changer for leg circulation: cold and hot water therapy. The ancient Romans knew something that modern science is just catching up to. Alternating between hot and cold water creates a vascular workout that's like going to the gym for your blood vessels. This practice, called contrast hydrotherapy, forces your blood vessels to rapidly constrict and dilate, which strengthens their walls and dramatically improves their ability to regulate blood flow to your legs and feet. The mechanism is beautifully simple, yet incredibly effective. Cold water causes vasoconstriction, which means your blood vessels tighten up and push blood towards your core, while hot water causes vasodilation, opening those vessels wide and allowing fresh blood to rush into your extremities. To do this properly, start by filling 2 large buckets or basins, one with cold water around 50 to 60 degree F, and another with hot water between 100 to 110 degree, making sure the hot water isn't so hot that it burns your skin. Begin by soaking your feet and lower legs in the hot water for 3 to 4 minutes, allowing the warmth to fully penetrate and relax your blood vessels. Then quickly switch to the cold water for 1 minute, which will feel shocking at first but becomes easier with practice. Repeat the cycle 3 to 5 times, always ending with cold water, which helps tone the blood vessels and reduce any inflammation. The temperature difference is what creates the pumping action that exercises your blood vessels. Studies from the European Journal of Applied Physiology found that people who did this therapy 3 times per week increased their leg circulation by 42% and reported significantly less leg fatigue and cramping. You can also do this in the shower by alternating the water temperature on your legs, though the bucket method tends to be more effective because it allows for complete immersion and more dramatic temperature differences. The timing is important too. Doing this therapy in the morning helps energize your legs for the day, while doing it in the evening can help reduce swelling that accumulated from sitting or standing all day. Some people worry that the cold water will be too uncomfortable, but your body adapts quickly, and most people find it invigorating after just a few sessions, with many reporting that they actually start craving the cold water sensation. Adding Epsom salts to the warm water can enhance the benefits even more, as the magnesium helps relax blood vessels and reduce inflammation, while adding a few drops of peppermint or eucalyptus essential oil to the cold water can make it feel less shocking and provide additional circulation benefits. The key to success with this practice is consistency and gradually increasing the temperature differential as your blood vessels become stronger and more responsive. This vascular training effect is so powerful that athletes have been using it for decades to improve performance and recovery. But you don't need to be an athlete to experience the incredible benefits for your leg and foot circulation. Get ready to discover how the next practice can multiply these benefits even further with just your own two hands. Self-massage with circulation techniques. Your legs contain a hidden network of circulation points that, when activated properly through massage, can increase blood flow more effectively than many expensive medical treatments. The lymphatic system, which runs parallel to your blood vessels, doesn't have its own pump like your heart, so it relies entirely on movement and manual manipulation to function properly. And when it gets sluggish, your blood circulation suffers dramatically. The most effective technique starts at your feet and works upward, always moving towards your heart, because this follows the natural direction your blood needs to flow and helps overcome the constant fight against gravity. Begin by sitting comfortably and placing one foot on your opposite thigh. Then use your thumbs to apply firm but gentle pressure to the sole of your foot, starting at the heel and working toward the toes in small circular motions, spending extra time on the arch where many blood vessels converge. After working the sole for about 2 minutes, move to the top of your foot, gently massaging between the bones that lead to each toe, as these spaces contain important circulation points that often get neglected. Next, wrap both hands around your ankle and use a ringing motion, like you're gently twisting a towel, working your way up your calf with overlapping movements, making sure to cover the entire circumference of your leg. The calf muscles are essentially your second heart for circulation, so spend at least 3 to 4 minutes here, using long upward strokes with moderate pressure, followed by kneading motions like you're working bread dough. When you reach the area behind your knee, be extra gentle as this contains a cluster of lymph nodes. Using light circular motions for about 30 seconds to help drain excess fluid and improve circulation. For your thighs, use both hands to create a lifting and squeezing motion, starting at the knee and working up towards your hip, alternating between long strokes and deeper kneading to reach the larger muscle groups that can trap stagnant blood. Research from the International Journal of Therapeutic Massage found that people who perform the self-massage routine for just 10 minutes per leg 3 times a week increased their lower extremity blood flow by 38% and reduced leg swelling by more than half. Timing matters too. Doing this massage after a warm shower or bath when your blood vessels are already dilated makes it even more effective. And many people find that doing it while watching TV makes the time pass quickly and helps them stay consistent. One common mistake people make is rushing through the massage or only focusing on areas that hurt. But the key is to be systematic and thorough, treating your entire leg as an interconnected system rather than isolated parts. As you practice this regularly, you'll likely discover specific spots that feel particularly tight or tender. And spending extra time on these trigger points can release restrictions that have been limiting your circulation for years. Targeted movement exercises. Your leg muscles contain an intricate pump system that rivals the engineering of your heart, but most people never activate it properly, leaving their circulation running at maybe 30% capacity. Every time you contract and release your leg muscles, especially your calves, you're literally squeezing blood vessels and pushing blood back up towards your heart, which is why the right exercises can transform your circulation in ways that seem almost miraculous. The absolute best exercise for leg circulation isn't running or complicated gym movements, but rather simple heel raises that you can do anywhere, anytime, without any equipment whatsoever. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, then slowly rise up onto your toes as high as you can go, holding for 2 seconds at the top while consciously squeezing your calf muscles. Then lower back down with control and repeat this 20 to 30 times. But here's the secret that makes this exercise incredibly powerful. As you do these heel raises, Imagine you're trying to push the floor away from you, rather than lifting yourself up, as this mental shift engages more muscle fibers and creates a stronger pumping action. After your heel raises, immediately transition into ankle circles, sitting or standing while lifting one foot slightly and rotating your ankle in large, slow circles, 15 times in each direction, which mobilizes the joint and stimulates blood flow through areas that typically get very little movement. Next, practice walking on your toes for 30 seconds, then immediately switch to walking on your heels for 30 seconds, alternating back and forth for about 3 minutes total, which activates different muscle groups and creates a varied pumping action throughout your lower legs. The wall sit is another circulation powerhouse that people often overlook. Stand with your back against a wall and slide down until your thighs are parallel to the floor, holding this position for 30 to 60 seconds while breathing deeply, which creates sustained muscle contraction that forces blood to find new pathways and strengthens vessel walls. For those who sit a lot during the day, the seated leg extension with ankle pumps is invaluable. While sitting, straighten one leg out in front of you and flex your foot towards your shin, then point it away, pumping continuously for 30 seconds before switching legs. Research published in the Journal of Vascular Surgery showed that people who perform these targeted exercises for just 15 minutes daily increase their ankle brachial index, a key measure of leg circulation, by an average of 23% in just 4 weeks. The timing of these exercises matters tremendously. Doing them every 2 hours during the day prevents blood from pooling, while a longer 15-minute session before bed helps flush out metabolic waste and reduces nighttime leg cramps. Many people think they need intense cardio to improve circulation, but these targeted exercises actually create more specific benefits for leg and foot blood flow because they focus on the exact muscles and movements that support vascular health. Strategic dietary additions. The foods you eat literally become the building blocks of your blood vessels, and scientists have identified specific compounds that can increase leg circulation by up to 50% when consumed regularly in the right combinations. Nitric oxide is the master molecule for blood vessel dilation, and your body produces it from certain foods that most people rarely eat enough of, leaving their vessels stiff and narrow instead of flexible and open. Beets are the absolute superstar here, containing nitrates that your body converts directly into nitric oxide, and studies show that drinking just 1 cup of beet juice can increase blood flow to your extremities by 38% within 2 hours. But here's what most people don't know. Combining beets with vitamin C-rich foods like oranges or bell peppers makes the nitric oxide production even more efficient, creating a synergistic effect that keeps your blood vessels dilated for hours longer. Garlic is another circulation powerhouse that works through a completely different mechanism, containing compounds called organosulfides that help prevent blood platelets from clumping together while simultaneously strengthening blood vessel walls. To maximize garlic's benefits, crush or chop it and let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking or eating, as this allows an enzyme reaction to occur that creates the beneficial compounds. And consuming 2 to 3 cloves daily has been shown to improve circulation markers significantly. Dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao contains flavonoids that not only dilate blood vessels, but also make them more responsive to changes in blood flow demands. And eating just 1 oz daily can improve leg circulation by 25% according to research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Omega-3 fatty acids from sources like wild salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds help keep your blood at the perfect consistency, not too thick and not too thin, while also reducing inflammation in blood vessel walls that can restrict flow. Ginger works similarly to prescription blood thinners, but without the side effects. And consuming just 1 TBSP of fresh grated ginger or 1-2 TSP of dried ginger daily can improve circulation markers by up to 30%. The timing of these foods matters too. Eating beets or drinking beet juice about an hour before exercise maximizes the circulation benefits, while having garlic with dinner helps maintain healthy blood flow during the night when circulation naturally slows. Turmeric combined with black pepper is another incredible combination, as the piperine in black pepper increases turmeric absorption by 2,000%. And the curcumin in turmeric reduces inflammation throughout your vascular system while improving blood vessel flexibility. Green tea contains unique catechins that help repair damaged blood vessels and prevent new damage from occurring. And drinking 3 cups daily has been associated with 40% better circulation in the legs and feet. The key is not to try adding all these foods at once, but rather to consistently include 3 to 4 of them daily, rotating through different options to ensure you're getting a variety of circulation-supporting compounds. The leg elevation sleep protocol. Japanese researchers made a shocking discovery that turned everything we thought we knew about sleep position and circulation upside down. People who elevated their legs just 6 to 8 inches during sleep increased their leg and foot blood flow by an astounding 40%, while simultaneously reducing their risk of blood clots by more than half. This isn't just about propping your feet up on a pillow, but rather about creating the perfect angle that uses gravity to assist your circulatory system during the 8 hours when you're completely still and circulation naturally slows to its lowest point. To implement this protocol correctly, you need to elevate your legs from the hip, not just your feet, which means placing a wedge pillow or folded blankets under your entire lower legs and feet, creating a smooth incline from your knees down. The ideal height is 6 to 8 inches at the feet, which creates enough gravitational assistance without being so high that it becomes uncomfortable or restricts blood flow at the hip joint. But here's what makes this practice truly revolutionary. Researchers found that combining leg elevation with specific breathing patterns before sleep amplifies the benefits dramatically, essentially programming your circulatory system for optimal function throughout the night. Spend the first 5 minutes after getting into your elevated position doing slow, deep belly breathing, inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 8 counts, which activates your parasympathetic nervous system and dilates blood vessels throughout your lower body. The transformation people experience is often immediate. Many report that chronic leg swelling disappears within days. Nighttime leg cramps become a thing of the past, and they wake up with warm, pink feet instead of cold, pale ones. Your body actually adapts to this position quickly, and most people find it comfortable within 3 to 4 nights, especially when they start experiencing the benefits of better sleep quality due to improved oxygen delivery throughout their body. The position also helps your lymphatic system drain excess fluid that accumulates in your legs during the day, which is why many people notice they need to urinate more during the first few nights as their body releases retained fluid. For side sleepers, you can modify this by placing a body pillow between your legs and adding extra height under the lower leg, maintaining that gravitational advantage even in your preferred sleeping position. Adding compression socks during the first 2 weeks can enhance the adaptation process, but most people find they don't need them once their circulation improves from the elevation alone. The morning after sleeping with elevated legs, spend just 2 minutes doing gentle ankle pumps and circles before getting out of bed, which helps transition your circulation from the nighttime pattern back to daytime function. This practice alone has helped thousands of people avoid surgery for varicose veins, eliminate the need for circulation medications, and reverse years of damage from poor blood flow, all while they sleep peacefully through the night. These 6 practices work together like instruments in an orchestra, each one important, but creating something truly powerful when combined. Your legs and feet have been waiting for this kind of attention, and now you have the knowledge to give them exactly what they need. The transformation in your circulation won't just affect your legs, but your entire body will thank you, as better blood flow means more energy, less pain, and a dramatically reduced risk of serious complications down the road. If these insights have changed the way you think about your vascular health and longevity, please subscribe to our channel and like this video. We are dedicated to uncovering the vital health secrets that have been hidden from the mainstream. Take control of your future. Our next life-saving guide will be revealed very soon.